Hello everyone, welcome to Existential Gamers Live. I am your host, the Existential Gamer himself, and I'm joined today by Mr. Julian Salazar, one of my old-time friends. I haven't seen him in a long time, I haven't talked to him in a long time, and it's great to hear from him. Mr. Julian, how are you doing?
Hi, I'm doing good. It's great to be on here right now. Yeah, I haven't seen you in a while. Man, it's like not since college days, right?
Yeah, it's been a real while, a good while. Well, today we're playing Guacamelee. We just finished Daydreamer. And this is platforming, what is it? Jumping June. So we're playing platforming games. This is one I've been wanting to play for a good while. So, like, I would like to explain the stream idea to you, just in case you ever want to come back. I would appreciate that. We could talk about some more stuff. But pretty much what I do on the stream is I just play video games I have been having sitting on my Steam for a long time, because I have about, like, 2,000 something games on there. So I just put little themes for each month, and I pick games and fill them in. But before, I was just playing the games, but I was just like, man, I'm just playing these games. I'm not really doing anything with that. And I was just like, I want to connect to people. I want to talk to people while I'm doing this. Because honestly, games are fun,
Yeah,
but I really enjoy talking to people more. And I kind of want to, like, knock out, two birds with one stone. So, like,
right.
um, it's been great because it's cool to reach out to a lot of people and see their perspectives on a lot of things. But, yeah, so we can talk about your life, we can talk about my life, we can talk about the game and how that connects to anything we're talking about. There's all types of stuff we can talk about.
Nice.
But
Right, right.
yeah, I just want to let you know what this is about. So without further ado, let's get
Nice.
into this. Have you been in these past 5 years, man? What have you been up to?
Man, just I've been through a lot lately. I've gone through quite a lot of changes in my life. Changes you never expect, some good, some bad, but every one of those has been a learning experience, though. So
Mm-hmm.
it's just been one whole big learning path.
Yeah. Before Hi D1, how's it going, dude? Welcome to the stream. um what new insights do you think you have gathered through these, like, past 5 years, like all these changes and stuff?
So, one of the big ones that I think that's really helped me most, because before everybody, even your parents, would tell you stuff like, "Oh, you got to be like mentally this. You got to believe. You got to put more faith in yourself." And I think one of the big journeys that I've gone through is more like interchange, where I'm starting to believe in myself more.
That's good.
I'm getting back into shape. I'm putting more time and effort into me. Basically, I've just been investing more into me.
That's really good. That's absolutely wonderful to hear, actually.
Nice.
It's because
Yeah.
that's kind of the journey I've been on in the past 5 years as well. And just to hear another person going through that as well, it's just great. Like, there's so much to the world, there's so much to the mind, there's so much to the spirit. All of that is very
Right.
important, and there's, like, so much to learn out of all
Right.
that stuff. And so I would like to hear more of that, actually. Uh, I don't know if you have anything specific, like, that you definitely want to share with us, like any like spiritual growth, any educational, like, things that you would like to share, philosophy, anything like that.
Right. Right. Let me see. What topics can we go into that I've gone to? Because a lot of them are very into that personal thing. So let me see if I could try to pick one from those. Because uh, hmm. Oh, okay. Here I got one. Not too long ago, I, I when I used to work over at I used to work for a retail company, Walmart.
Oh.
I When I was working there, I met a girl. Of course, it, I was into her. We were into each other, type of thing. So we started dating, and that would go on for not too long. Uh,
Mhm.
Sad news is, though, we broke up. We kind of ended that relationship. Uh, Afterwards, I was kind of going through this kind of breakup mess. That one that everyone always goes into.
Yeah.
They just can't pick themselves up. When I was going through all that basic stuff, but as I was going through it, I had friends, teach me the self importance of picking yourself up and just getting out there every day and trying something new. Like for one thing, I never really took my fitness into I never really did anything with it, basically. And then as during my breakup, after my breakup, my friends encouraged me to hit the gyms more, and that was one of the new things I never tried before that I started trying. And through fitness and strengthening and bettering my body, I learned that it was also helping me grow inside. Depend more on myself, to focus more on myself,
Mm-hmm.
and it was during that fitness training that I discovered more about that. And
So,
was able to join it. Yeah, yeah. Go ahead.
oh, I was gonna say, so you, just your friends that kind of got you into it. They just said, "Hey, try it out." And you're just like, you were just more really open to
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah. It was more like a push. Like they were very adamant about it, but it was a few little pushes here and there every once in a while, just to the point where I was like, all right, fine. I guess I'll just get aboard and see what it's all about. And then through that one push, I started actually liking it. The more times I kept going to that gym over and over.
Mm-hmm.
Which is a fun fact, though. One of the gyms I went to was actually a martial arts gym that studied Muay Thai, Krav Maga, and Jiu-Jitsu. And ironically, their name was Cobra Kai.
Oh, really?
Yes, I can tell you guys a little bit more about how they were able to get the licensing for that. In fact, their logo is almost exactly identical to the movie's logo as well.
Wow.
It's crazy, and the
That
reason
sounds
they
really
were able
like.
to get yeah, I know. You would think that these guys would get copyrighted, but the thing is, though, I talked to one of the coaches regarding that, and he said the reason they were able to get basically the exact logo from the movies plus the name was because the movies never copyrighted that logo or the name.
Wow.
Yeah,
I,
it was like really crazy, but hey, it drew an attention.
uh-huh. That's crazy. Do you still go
Yeah,
over there, or?
so I had to I went there for about a year or so, and I had to take a short leave from that. I'm planning to get back into it, though. I recommend anybody, if they have a Cobra Kai down their gym, I recommend they do go for it. One of the main coaches in my gym was Joe Stevenson, who I believe he was a UFC fighter.
Say that one more time. Sorry, you're kind of like going in and out.
Oh, okay, my bad. Uh, I was just saying that if anybody has a Cobra Kai gym near their town, I strongly recommend that they go pay it a visit, see if it might be something they're into, because one of the coaches in my gym was Joe Stevenson, who was a former UFC fighter.
Ah.
wasn't wasn't extremely big time, but he was a pretty good fighter in his days. So I do recommend that people go there. Anyways, though, back to the whole starting up with a gym, though. I went there for about a year. I got pretty good at training. I got pretty good at self-defense, and that really
wow.
boosted up my confidence a whole lot. And
The funny thing is, I've actually was thinking about doing that. I wanted to get more into like self-defense, learning how to fight and stuff like that. So I mean, man, if you're still doing that and doing all that crazy stuff, and when I say crazy, I mean it's respectable, and I liked it. I really like it. It's exciting to me. I'd
right,
love to
right,
join you into that kind of stuff. Like I really got into that physical fitness as well lately. In the past 2 years, I lost 70 pounds, and I've been just trying to
nice,
cut, make my body cut. But I don't go to the gym at all. I just do everything at home. I just do a bunch
right.
of exercises I have at home. But I would love to join like a gym to learn how to fight and stuff like that, and just have more, like, spend some more time with people, and just
Right, right, definitely. Yeah, even if you don't ever plan to use it for self-defense, it's great at building up your confidence,
yes,
b your body, and then c is just it's an overall good way to get back into shape and lose some weight.
yeah, yeah. And funny thing is, we are playing a game where I believe it's a game about luchadores, and this guy who is just like kind of a random guy in the town, and he becomes a luchador and becomes super strong and everything. So very interesting.
Nice.
We're gonna be having a lot of fighting while we talk about this physical fitness stuff, and this is a game about our kind of culture as well. We're both Mexican, right? I believe. What is that your culture or no?
Yeah, I come from a Hispanic background, so luchadors are part of my background. So yeah, big Hispanic background on my side of the family.
Same. I know a lot of people want to say I'm Italian and or I would say more Spanish. My last name comes from Spain.
Right.
But yeah, like I'm also like big. I never really tapped into the culture, you know, my Mexican culture and everything, my Mexican heritage. But I've always liked
Right.
it. I've always liked the what is it? The theming, the love of family and stuff like that. I mean, there are some things I don't
Right.
enjoy about it, but you know, there's a lot of cool stuff. It's just like with any culture. I'm sure there's always like some things that are well adaptive and fun about a culture, and then some things are a little maladaptive and a little outdated. So like,
Right.
but yeah, I just wanted to point that out that that this is a fun and interesting game, and I'm just trying to see if we can connect some things to this, get our brains going, and I don't know if I told you I'm studying to be a teacher. I'm almost about to get my
Oh,
master's in
nice.
education. So one of the biggest things I think when you want to remember stuff or you want to apply, you know, anything you're talking about education-wise to help you remember is connect as many things as possible. So your visual, your
Right.
audio, you know, your what is it, physical, anything that touches the senses, will help you memorize that stuff. You connect more things to that. So just
Right.
connecting that information, I feel like really helps. But anyways, sorry, I didn't mean to go on that little tangent there. But yes, let's continue with the physical fitness stuff. So besides going to the gyms and stuff like that, do you do a lot of research and reading on it, like a lot of the science stuff?
So yeah, I still have a book. One of the old college courses we used to take. Do you remember one of our old teachers, Steve Hampton?
Yes.
Yeah. So okay. So he had us purchase a book, which was it was more, it was like sold more to like the fitness side of how anatomy works, and it would just show you how muscles that you can work out and what you need to do with them. We use that for like how to study anatomy to see how the muscles work, but I still held on to that book, and it's one of the main sources I use. I forget what it was called. I have it too.
Is it the
away
one he
somewhere.
wrote, or is it another one that he told us to get?
I think no. This is one that he got. It wasn't one that he wrote, but it's one that he got. I just forget the name of it. Oh gosh, and I was just reading that about a couple weeks ago too, and I already forgot the name of it. Anyways, if I find that book, I'll see if I can get back
if
to
you
you on the
remember
name.
that, I would love to check that out.
Anyways, though, it was really great for me to help, remember what muscles, how they work, and what, basically what positions they have to be in order to work them out, and that kind of helped me to target specific muscles that I wanted to really get back into shape.
Mm-hmm.
So I try to do every once in a while, do a little reading. I'll watch an occasional YouTube video every now and then, like Athlon X or something like that.
Uh-huh.
But
I've seen
things
Athlon
like,
X, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. All right. That's good. Yeah, I try to do a lot of research and all that stuff constantly. One of the biggest things that really helped me was just learning nutrition and all that, and how micronutrients affect the body and what's good. One of the biggest things was there's a book I read called what's it called? I think it was just called Brain Food.
Mm.
It was like pretty straightforward title, but it really went over a lot of the foods that really help affect the brain and memory and stuff like that. And I thought that was, I thought that was very important. I don't know how to dodge and get my butt whooped. I thought that was very important because you want you not only want to take care of your body,
that's
but
good.
having taking care of your mind is also a huge important thing, you know.
Right.
Ooh, okay, you got me. And that definitely helped because not only was it, you know, just exercising, take care of my body and stuff like that, I was also retaining a lot of the information that I was picking up because just taking care of my brain and stuff like that. And then also learning the strategies.
Right. Also, to throw on top of that, speaking of taking care of the mind, I have to point out though that this just goes to anybody out there who is thinking about trying out fitness. One of the key things about fitness is the mind. In fact, you know, it's good that you keep keep yourself in a healthy, positive mindset, because that's one of the key. That's if not the core foundation of getting back into shapes. Because if you're not in that healthy, right place, you know, that good mood, that really can affect your ability to work out. Like say depression, for example. Going back to that topic of how I went through my breakup, I was in a big amount of depression, so I didn't want to do anything. So I had to focus a lot on getting myself back onto that healthy mindset.
Yes.
And that's what led me to get back into fitness. So that's the key thing. You got to get yourself into a healthy mindset. Think positive, because as soon as your mind is on track, everything just follows within. You know, your body will follow through with that.
Definitely. That's why I say it's a matter of mastering those four aspects of the body. You know, you master the mental, which is your knowledge, your information. You master the physical, you know, taking care of your body, eating right. And you master the emotional, you know, making sure you balance out your emotions, which is also scientifically shown to be affected by what you eat and how you take care of your body. Right. And then you master your spiritual, which doesn't mean, you know, like what religion or anything you believe in. It's just your belief in general, belief in yourself. Who are you? Who are you as a person? Are you a person that's going to be working out every day? Are you going to be a person that's going to be running every day? Are you a person that's going to be taking care of themselves every day? Are you a person who wakes up in the morning and makes their bed every day? Those are the things you got to be telling yourself every day. Like, this is who I am. This is who I am. This is who I am. Because otherwise, you're making your own role model. That's really what it comes down to. That spiritual part of your body is just your role model. Who are you? Who are you going to be? That's why role models are important. And I ask people all the time, do you have a role model? And, you know, be like, no, I don't. It's like, you do. Trust me, you do. You just don't, you're not aware of it. You're not conscious of it. Your brain is always has a blueprint in a sense of like what it needs to be. And it does not know bad from good. It's just maladaptive or well-adaptive. So if you've been told your whole life, you know, you're going to be dumb, you're going to be stupid, you're ugly, you know, you're weak, all this negative stuff, if you have nothing to kind of like measure that against, like all you have is information that kind of proves that, your brain's just gonna go, oh, I guess that's who we are, that's our role model, that's our plan, that's, you know, it's just what we're gonna be.
Very yes.
Yeah, like, so you need to put that in your head, like, no, this is who I'm gonna be, this is what I want to be, you know, what I am now does not equal what I want to be, you know. You have to remember that. You have to remember that. That's very important. And all that affects those three other aspects, and they all affect in return. And I started getting into like the Indian yogis and stuff like that, the gurus, and that's what yoga is about. It's all about mastering those four aspects of the body and unifying it, because yoga means union. It means union, which is union of the body, union of all four of those aspects. And they all are so important, but they all are separate at the same time. And that's what started me with my physical journey. Was I read a book called Inner Engineering by Sadhguru. And he talked about how, like, when you feel pain in your body, do not let that affect the mind. It is separate. You know, like, you know, your body's just giving you a warning, like, hey, you're going a little farther than you usually do. You know, like, don't let that stop you. It's just a warning. You know, that's separated from your mind. Your mind and your character, that's the one that says, oh, hey, I think we should give up. This is a little too much, more than we usually do. It's like, no, we're going to keep going, because who we are is a person that pushes further. But anyways, sorry.
Yeah, no, appreciate it, man. But yeah, like I said, I do agree. Everything starts off with the mind. You get yourself in the right mindset. Make sure you're healthy there. Make sure you take care of yourself there, and the rest just follows.
Well, kind of. And there's an oscillation in between too. Like, you take care of the mind. You get those you take care of your character. You start believing who you want to be, and you start reading the information. You start taking all the information in, and it's almost like anything else, like a skill, right? You start with the little stuff. You don't go straight into the big stuff. Like, yeah, I'm screaming at you like, hey, believe in yourself. Who do you want to be and stuff like that. But it's not gonna be that easy. You can't just go to the mirror right now and just be like, I'm gonna be a millionaire. I'm gonna be the strongest man ever. The next day you're gonna be like, well, I don't really believe that. I just kind of yelled at myself for a little bit.
Yeah.
But it takes a couple of days, and you have to keep doing that. You know, you have to keep reaffirming yourself, but also hitting all 4 of those. You know, start with something small. You know, give up soda. You know, start with something little to help your body.
Yes,
start
I totally
recuperating.
agree with that.
Start reading stuff. You don't have to read a whole freaking book, but at least read some articles,
Right.
watch a video, educate yourself just a little bit. And it's just like with any other thing, like drawing and stuff like that. You don't just go start and drawing the Mona Lisa, you know, day 1. No, you do a couple lines, start learning about the fundamentals, at least start getting some, some sketches out, you know, like you do a little, you just keep pushing it a little bit until you start getting to that big stuff. Yeah. So you touch base with all those aspects, but you know, you don't have to maximize them all at the same time.
Right.
It's I would say it's oh, go ahead, sorry.
Oh, no, I was just gonna say that's true. You know, I agree with that whole start off little. Every little bit of thing you want to work to something, just set a goal and then little by little build up on that. I remember when I couldn't even do a push up, like a full on blown chest to floor push up. So I every day I would start off little. I would just use what they call a wall push-up. Basically, you're just doing a push-up on a wall at a sort of 90-degree angle.
Yeah.
And every day I would just work on that. And then after about almost a month or so, I was able to get my arms strong enough where I can actually start doing a push-up. So I do agree with that whole build up little. Eventually, it adds to bigger things. I do agree with that, most definitely.
Yeah. Let me see. So we got some messages in the chat. This reminds me of Nacho Libre. The fitness gram pacer test is a multi-stage aerobic capacity test that progressively gets more difficult as it continues. The 20-meter pacer test will begin in 30 seconds. Line up at it. What are you talking about? Giving up soda. Are you mad? A little bit. You kind of have to be a little mad to get results. I mean,
yeah, this does have that old Nacho Libre type thing.
Have you heard that, like, they say, like, really strong athletes are usually a little delusional because you kind of have to be? Because you kind of have to believe in something you aren't, like, for a little bit just to kind of teach you. Oh, jeez.
Right. Yeah, no, I have heard about that. I've seen people like that, and at first, it may not be exactly what they claim to be, but I've seen them push themselves further a lot harder than most people, and I've seen them eventually work their way up to that.
And it's just a matter of balancing between arrogance and humbleness, because if you're too humble, eventually you're just, you might just fall apart because you're never proud of yourself. You're never accepting those achievements that you did. And you'll kind of stay in a sense like mediocrely good. Like you'll be good enough to people where they're just like, oh hey, you're pretty good at that thing, but you're never gonna improve because you're always kind of just being like, well, I'm not that great. I'm whatever. There are days where you
balancing it.
Yeah, because there are days where you kind of need that, like, yes, I'm fucking awesome, let's go. It just gives you that energy just to, like, go. And then, like, after you're done, like, you've done everything, you're like, all right, okay, let's calm down a little bit, Good job, I'm proud of you, but let's take it down,
Right, so it's like pump yourself up enough, but don't let it, like, overtake you to the point where, it's just...
It's like, don't let it overtake you during times it doesn't even matter. Like, if you're just, like, talking with friends, don't be freaking, like, delusional and be like, yeah, I'm a freaking god, did you know that? Like, it's just like, nobody freaking cares. Like, dude, relax. This is only between you and you. Like, when it's just you and you, like, hype yourself up, pump yourself up, do it. But when you're, like, talking with other people, like, no, that's where the humbleness comes in. You're just like, hey, I'm just doing my thing. And that's why I always say everyone's capable of this. Everyone can do this. Everyone can reach this, like this understanding. We all have that capability when we're all human beings. It's just a matter of, again, like you were saying, like, I was saying, it's just believing in it,
Right.
And we always associate that negativity to humans, right? We're like, oh, I'm only human. I made a mistake. I'm only human. You know, this is why I'm like this. It's like, no, you're freaking human, dude. You can do amazing stuff. You know what humans did? They looked at space and was just like, hey, it's gonna be nice if we went and landed on the moon. It's like, nah, that's crazy. No, we're gonna go do that. They freaking did it.
Right.
Freaking, we learned how to fly. I mean, we looked at birds and we're just like, you know what? We want to do that. Like, we can't do that. We can just flap our wings. Like, no, we're gonna figure it out. There was an article. They're talking about how 7 days before the Wright brothers, or I think it was 7 or 9 days before the Wright brothers created the flying machine, there was an article posted like in the newspaper saying like, oh, we're never gonna learn how to fly until like a million years from now. Like, it just requires way too much science and engineering that we do not possibly understand. And then like 9 days later, the Wright brothers are like, yeah, bet.
Right.
So it's like yeah, it's like, remember, you are human. Humans are capable of amazing things, but at the same time, you need to understand how your body works. You need to understand how the machine that you live in, that you are you are embodying, works, and then you can start understanding the rest of the world.
Right.
But anyways, this is your day. I'm gonna ask you a question.
Sure, go ahead.
What are your current goals right now, sir?
So I got a few of them. Of course, one of them is getting back into shape, building up my fitness. I'm able to do a mile a day now, so that's good way on its goal. Another of mine is I don't want to get too much into it right now because it's still in its little developmental process, but I got something big I'm trying to work on. Who knows, it could eventually perhaps lead into my own business, but I don't want to get too into it yet. That goes into the whole thing, where you were just mentioning where, yeah, I want to get myself pumped up for it, but I just want to get all crazy with it and just let it overtake me to the point where I don't need to just show it to everybody just quite yet.
I totally get that. They say you don't want to get like praise or anything because it'll trigger the dopamine, and then you'll like be like, all right, well, I got what I needed. I'm not gonna work on this anymore.
Right. Yeah, because I'm just trying to stay into that hunger mode right now. So I got a little secret project that I'm just building out right now. I've also been taking my photography a little bit more serious. I've actually gotten a lot of people who hire me every once in a while to take pictures for them and stuff like that. My little hobby turned into like a side business.
give me I'll reach out to you after. I have some people who have been looking for photography, so I might hit you up on that.
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah. If they're ever out for a photographer, I do a little bit of work right there. Like I said, I'm not too bad at it.
Yeah, for sure. No, I'm always trying to reach out some. What do they say? Build that network, or build that. I don't want to call it a network, because I mean, network is like people, is like a bunch of like acquaintances now. Everyone means a lot to me.
Yeah, you want to build that social strength, though. You want to build connections. You want to make as many connections as you can, and that's good, man. Everybody should be doing that. Is building that connections. Because connections. If you build those strong social relationships with people, you can end up both helping yourself and other people along the way. It's just mutual beneficial.
Yeah, for sure. But continue. You were saying photography and other goals that you have.
What was that?
Oh, so continue with what you're saying with all your any other goals you have in mind that you're working on.
So okay, so I got my fitness goals, my secret project that I'm working on, building up my side business with my photography. Other than that, though, I think just going back to what we were saying before about connections, I think I want to kind of grow my social network. I want to connect to as many people as I possibly can, and I do that both with with my job, my side business, even doing little talks like this with people. I think that's probably one of my bigger goals to get to, is just to build those relationships.
Yeah, and that's kind of like why I started pushing this more too. Like, I want to reach out to a lot of people and like talk with them. Like dude, like I always say I'm always busy all the time, but like this is great. Like, just to talk with you and other people and like figure out what's going on with their lives. Just share stuff. I want to hear, you know, insights from other people. That's why it was great. Like when you were saying like, oh yeah, you know, I'm doing physical fitness. You know, this is my mindset and things like that. I'm like, hell yeah, brother, let's go. That's what I'm doing too. Like I just felt that connection. I was just like, yeah, let's go. Like that's the way to do it.
Yeah, the power of fitness, man.
Yeah, that's great. Oop. Let me see. Okay, that didn't work. Oh, that worked though. All right. And by the way, chat, if anybody has any questions, you know, this goes to any episode we do, okay? When we have a viewer, feel free to ask questions, guys. I know when we had a nurse who actually worked during the whole COVID thing. We had one guy who was like asking her a bunch of questions because he was actually into bioengineering and stuff like that. So like it was really cool.
Oh wow.
I got a little fun hypothetical thing. If you could be a wrestler, what would your name be? And what would be your outfit and stuff? You could be a luchador.
What would... that's a good question. Let's see. God, I know so many things. Let's just do something silly, man. I like my dog. She's a husky, so I probably call myself the husky Hispanic or something like that.
The husky Hispanic.
Yeah, she's all white. She's a white dog, so I probably have like just like white spandex on or something like that. That might be fun.
D1's question is why? Why what? What are you asking? You gotta finish that thought.
Why pick the husky, man? Well, like I said, I really like my husky dog. It's cute as a button, and I mean, who wouldn't look great in white spandex? Although it doesn't hide the dirt often.
Yeah. I don't know. Let's see. Would you have a cool mask like that looks like a dog?
I don't know. I mean, probably might be getting into the furry territory if I said I was gonna have a mask with dog ears on it.
Yeah, true. Hey, no shame though. No shame.
So for me, it'd probably be just a single eye covering or something like that.
That's interesting. I actually want to talk about some like. Well, let me tell you guys what my luchador outfit would be. I found out that my last name means of the snake. So like Anguiano, nice. Which Anguiade is snake in Latin, or snake in Latin is just nice. Anguis. And I don't know, I feel like I would go for like a snake like themed wrestler outfit. And I also like the color green. You know I like the color green. So I'd love to go with like a green like snake style outfit. Be Snake Man from Mega Man. Let's go.
Right, and would your costume involve some sort of like snake skin material or something of that equivalent?
I don't know. I don't actually like that pattern, but maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Let's see. But yeah, that'd be mine, guys. I would just use the Latin version of. That'll be my name. Would just be Anguis. It's actually where the word nice. Anguish and anxiety and anger, all that comes from that Latin word of anger. Yeah. It's angerere, which means to narrow or tight, means to choke something. So, yeah.
Nice. A lot of aggressiveness to that name, but I like it.
Right? But I tried. It's all about how you tell the story, right? At the end of the day, that's really what drives something, the connotation behind it. And I was like, I'm gonna take all that negative stuff and just apply it to the fact that, it's in my name. Stress is in my name. Like the anxiety, the tightness. But that shows how strong I am, that I can face that adversity and overcome it. So.
Nice.
Hey, look, this is a reference to Metroid. But what was I gonna say? I had a question and now I'm forgetting. Oh, right, I remember now. So, I want to talk about mental strength and stuff like that, and overcoming like negativity when it comes to social interactions. I know I dealt with this a lot growing up, but I don't know if you dealt with a lot of bullying growing up. That kind of like goes to that role modeling thing where they like tell you these things. You're like, oh, this is who I am, I guess.
Right. Getting into that. So, when I was in school, starting from elementary all the way almost up to high school, I dealt with bullying on a constant daily basis, and it sucks, man. There's a lot of people out there with wrong mindsets and stuff like that. And they're
Hmm.
just giving you a hard time. Um, I guess the one thing that really helped me with bullying was one, I had to just like, it comes down to that basic thing your parents always tell you is it's not worth your time to listen,
Yeah.
because you believing them say it makes it true. You knowing it's not true is the real truth, like
Yes.
you're not what they say you are or how they try to make you out to be. You are also my one of my favorite lines to the Iron Giant, if anybody remembers that, was "You are who you choose to be."
Yes.
And I watching as a kid, that always kind of stuck to me. So and another thing that helped me out with that, especially when it came to like the self, was friends. Always friends. Friends are always there in your corner to back you, there
Wait,
to
say that one
help
more time. You're
to help
you're
pick
kind
you
of
up.
you're kind of
I'm sorry. I'm not. I'm sorry. I'm not sure where it cut off. But let me see if I can try to
just the
go back
quote
there.
that the quote you said that was the most recent one.
Oh, the Iron Giant quote.
No, I heard the Iron Giant one, the first one that you said. You were saying something after, but it sounded like you were talking away from the microphone.
Uh, that you guys need to believe in yourselves more. And again, one of the key things to helping yourself out is friendship, though.
Oh,
Even if you could just make yeah, even if you could just make one friend, that one guy you just hang out with, he's got your back, he's in there in your corner, man. It really helps. It really helps, to push that negativity back. And I know it's not always easy to make friends or whatnot, but it's all about putting yourself out there.
yeah,
And once you
definitely.
got that solid foundation for that friendship, man, that it really helps you out to push that negativity all the way back. So that's just one of my that's just something I really want to push out there is make sure you make that one friend that always got your back, because again they'll help you out in the end.
That's something I've actually been experimenting with recently, or
Hmm.
thought experiments and stuff like that. Do you
Hmm.
think it's possible for people to be okay eventually on their own?
So let me see if I can dissect that a little bit. So if people can like mentally like pick themselves up on their own, or just like they can be self-substantial without needing like further emotional support, or how would you put that?
Oh, you're asking me if that's what I mean.
Yeah.
I would say being able to like manage all those fields, so like your emotion and stuff. Um,
So like say if you're like if people are going through like a really negative thoughts or something like that, how can they handle that by themselves?
yeah.
So okay, so it's tough to say, because even every now and then I go back into those negative thoughts. So those still affect me to this day. But again, I would say people can and do have the ability to pick themselves up. It's just not always easy though, because
Of course, yeah.
the way it comes down to mindset and everything. I was re- I was just reading an article about this, so I didn't pay attention to the author and the name. Um, but basically, people do have the ability to pick themselves up, but it's just that they put themselves too much in a comfortable zone of that negativity, because it's if they've been in that negativity for so long, it's really hard to get out of it. They enter what's known as the comfort zone. It's all they know, so
Yeah.
it's hard to break out of that comfortability. But we as humans have to strive to challenge ourselves get out of that comfortability, and it's not always easy once you're in that comfort zone. So if I were to say to somebody that, you know, that need to like pick themselves up, is, you know, look around you. Like, do you like where you're at? You know, do you like the situation you're in? Is the situation you see yourself as is making you uncomfortable, or are you just not feeling every day? Try to do something to pick yourself out of that. Even if it's that one bit that we mentioned about doing something little every day. Try building habits out of doing certain things, because eventually those habits start to build up upon each other and build more and more, and they start to slowly move you out of that negative zone. So it comes down to like habits. You know, start a habit, start doing something, even if you don't feel like doing it. Start a habit. Make your bed every day, once in a while. Run about for 10 minutes a day, even if you don't feel like it, because the more you do it, you start to realize that you can do it, and it starts to like pick you up a little bit more. It starts to motivate you. So it slowly turns those negatives into a positive, you know?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, habits go into that thing again. It's part of who you're gonna be. You know, you have to strengthen that part of your character.
Right. So yeah, I do believe people have the ability to pick themselves up. It just all starts with habits, you know.
And
do something that changes your day.
Yeah, and you also maybe at first you can't do it alone, but once you start getting the tools and understanding, you know, learning from wise people, read books on like other great philosophers and great scientists who manage to understand those aspects of the human mind and your life. And you pick up all that information. So I guess in a sense you kind of can do it alone if you read some good books and everything and some good information. But at the same time, it's good to go out and find people who are living it like in reality as well, and, you know, are currently alive. Some really cool role models and stuff like that. But eventually, yes, because I feel like that's what being an adult is, right? Eventually you can do all that stuff on your own and be okay. You can be emotionally okay on your own. You don't crave this, like, you know, this longing for like a relationship or anything like that. You know, all that stuff is just like extra. Like, you're fine on your own. Because if you're not fine on your own, why are you trying to go look for somebody else? You know, like, why are you trying to find friends? Why are you trying to find loved ones if you can't even handle yourself? You know? Right. But yes, like, you know, it's good to have that really good friend who is there, can be there for you, because that really does help. It makes the journey a little bit easier. Is it possible to do without all that stuff? Yes, it's just a lot harder. But
yeah, it is, definitely.
Yeah, but
it's not impossible.
Yeah, it's not impossible.
Again, it's all about habits.
Yeah. But yeah, that was good. That's good. I like that. Okay. What else we got? Oh wow. Okay, you answered that question even though I haven't asked it yet. Oh yeah, I know, because we went to school together. You were in game design, right?
Right.
Are you still pursuing those kind of things or no? Just for fun?
So, I had some experiences right after I got out of college where I was hired by a few companies. It wasn't too great of experience. In a way, I guess, because I worked at a few jobs. I didn't quite like them, so I got out of those real quick. But this falls under that whole hidden project that I have, where I'm trying to take what I've learned from that college and I'm trying to apply that for something that's kind of near within that area. So if you're asking if I'm still currently seeking a game design job, I put out a few applications every now and then. It's not something I'm actively putting myself through right now at the moment, because I do have a bigger plan in mind for the skills that I've acquired from that school. But not immediately, no, not right now. It's not something I'm pursuing at the moment.
Okay. So it's like not like a current passion that you're trying to pursue. Okay.
Yeah. And you know, not everybody who goes in to do something eventually goes out doing what they're supposedly gonna do. definitely. But you notice that when you do these things, it kind of opens your doors for other possibilities right now.
Yeah, they help develop meta skills that can apply to a lot of
Right.
other things, and that's why
Right.
the things that we're talking about, building habits and doing all that stuff, in a sense, those are meta skills, like taking care of your body, reading, developing great memory skills and education skills. All those things are meta skills because they're like the fundamentals of being a human that can apply to like
Right.
so many different fields. Like you just pick
Right.
your choice after that fact. Like after that, I mean, honestly, I think that's what they should teach in schools. Like, hey, how to be a freaking good human being, so that after that you can be like, all right,
Right.
do I want to be a doctor? Do I want to be this? Do I want to be that? Like, you have the meta
Right.
skills now to accomplish anything. Like, all you have to do is put your mind to it.
Oh man, one thing I wish they would have taught in schools back in my day was actually how to start with getting a credit card and how to utilize and build upon your credit score and stuff like that, and how to do your taxes. Oh man, I wish they taught stuff like that back back in our days when we went to school.
Yeah. I mean, that's what it should be. It should be like elementary, middle school, learn how to be a human being. High school, learn how to be a functioning human being in society.
Right.
Like how to
Right.
like do all the other like what is the colloquial stuff that all the
Right.
how can you say it? Because I feel like you have the internal responsibilities and then the external responsibilities, and I feel like high school should focus on
Right.
that external spot, and then also do a little bit of internal as well. Start delving
Right.
into the deeper philosophies and stuff. Developing critical
Yeah.
thinking skills and things like that.
Right.
And then be like, oh hey, you want to go freaking learn 10 languages? Go learn 10 languages. You know how the skills to do that.
Right.
Like, go be a polyglot.
Definitely.
You ever watched a mantis and a beetle fight? See how exciting this is?
I'm sorry. One more time?
I said, you ever seen a praying mantis and a beetle fight? Because look how exciting this is.
Nah, I've never seen that.
Yeah. Don't you just love how excited we get over a lot of things? My parents always tell me how they used to, when they were young, they used to just get entertained over little things. It's just how it be. That's how it used to be back then, Now we're
Right.
so overstimulated all the time. Like, I mean, look at me right now. I'm freaking playing a video game, trying to talk to you about stuff, also ask questions.
Right.
I'm trying to do too many things. And then also trying to read chat. What do you think? What you think? We are NPCs? Well, I got news for you. Another settlement needs your help. I'll mark it on your. Oh my God, you and your Fallout.
Sorry, having trouble hearing you right now.
Oh, sorry. I was just reading chat. People were just
Okay.
talking. I'm trying to figure out where to go in this game. But yeah. I don't know if you have anything else to talk about on that note before we move on.
Just stick to my the main part of that topic is just habits. Make one, stay on it, keep on it. Just stick to a habit. Stick to a good positive habit.
Yeah, and if you know anybody who wants to be a game designer or anything, do you have any tips for them? Like, I know you don't really pursue that as much anymore, but do you have anything that you recommend to them? If say like they're in high school maybe and they're trying to barely start out.
They want to be a game. My best tip is practice. The more you do something, the more you get better at it. Yeah, it helps to get good knowledge in there, but it's best to always make sure you get your practice in. Make sure you're always that 1% better at drawing, because you're gonna have a lot of competition in there. I've been in that area for a while, so there's a lot of competition in there. So it's all about just practice as much as you can. Drive yourself to do it, and always listen to your teachers, because they've been there the most, so they know what to watch out for. So always listen to your teachers, and just give it your all, man.
Definitely. Yeah, that sounds good to me. What actually got you into game design? Like, made you go to the school and everything?
Oh, well, yeah. So it's weird because I didn't actually wanted to be always be a game designer. When I was a kid, I wanted to I always liked designing. I knew that for sure. And as a kid, I always tried to like want to design my own toys and stuff like that. And after high school, I just kind of stumbled into it. We're like, wow, like I actually like creating stuff. And it came down to the fundamental love I have for just designing and creating something. It's like I always wanted to do something that somebody else hasn't done, and I'm a overthinker, and I like to get in my mind a lot, which I'm trying to break myself out of. But I got in my mind a lot, and that helped fuel my creativity. And as soon as I kind of found a path where I wanted to go, like, hey, game design. Hey, I like video. Of course, like I like video games, but I like designing. I like art. I like creating something. So I wanted to do something that helps put something out there that everybody can see. Take a look at. Hey, that's really cool looking character or creature. And I just really wanted to, put a lot of stuff out there. So again, one of the core things that got me into it was I just really love to design and I really love to create.
That's good. And I know you didn't want to talk about your like current business ventures and things like that, but would you say that it does relate to that?
It does. It does. With in designing the thing that I have in mind, a lot of that from my game design background goes into that. When it comes to design, modeling, pretty much all the fundamentals that I pick up in school does fall into that new project that I'm coming up with. Again, we'll see where that ends up and where that takes me. But a lot of what I learned in college is just what's backing up of that sort of project right now.
Okay. Well, I wish you luck on all that then. Like I'm always hyped for people that are starting those business ventures and things like that. Like,
right.
It's always a lot of good stuff.
Yeah.
Especially when people are passionate about something, amazing things come out of it.
Right.
And terrible things sometimes, I mean.
Yeah.
Just depends on the direction you're going.
Yeah. And I think when people chase their passion, even if they don't succeed at what they're doing, they'll find a lot of the times it opens the doors to something else, something they never thought would happen, and it kind of leads to more doors. So I definitely encourage people to follow their passion because, again, even if it doesn't lead to where you want it to go, it leads into different paths that you can take that might even go beyond what you wanted before.
Well, the reason I said that sometimes it could be a terrible thing too, because passion doesn't necessarily it's not a good or bad thing. Passion is just like the energy, it's the belief you have in something, and people can have passion behind something that's a little bit more maladaptive when it comes to like society and things like that. I mean, you can say in a sense Hitler had passion behind what he was doing, but that ended up in a really bad thing, it's just a matter of understanding if what you're passionate about is good for you and not necessarily good for others, but doesn't also interfere with what they're doing. That's
a good point.
Just try to be considerate of other people, your family and things like that. I know sometimes it can be hard. I know some people live in some terrible situations where they kind of have to throw their family under the bus or something like that. I kind of get it, but at the same time, just be careful,
Right.
Try to stick to your passions, definitely, but do try to remember those who are there for you. I know some people have tend to forget that.
That's a good point.
And people get a little bit blinded too when they get passionate. I mean, that's what it is. It's like complete focus. Like you're focused on this thing, and sometimes we just tend to forget. Be mindful of what's going on around us.
That is true. Yep.
But yeah, accomplish your dreams, everybody. Get out there.
All right. 1% better every day, everybody.
Hell yeah. All right. So, you ever had a sport you really wanted to be in?
A sport?
Yeah.
As a kid, I liked playing basketball, but then when I got into high school, I discovered the sport of water polo, which was kind of interesting.
Hmm.
Uh, it was a very fun sport, water polo, and I that would have been interesting to get into, but I never really pursued it all that much. But if, maybe, may if I don't know if it's like a major sport now. I doubt it. You don't really hear a lot about it, but if it was, I'd probably pick water.
Water polo. That is pretty cool.
Yeah, and for anybody who's not familiar with water polo, it's kind of like soccer in water. You know, basically you're tossing a ball around to other players, trying to keep it away from the opposite side, and trying to score into the goal by throwing it in there. So it's like soccer but in water.
Hmm.
It's like soccer and football in water.
Yeah, I've never. I mean, I've heard of it many times, but I haven't actually seen it in action, or I've never. I would say I haven't paid enough attention to it to like really understand how the rules and everything work.
Right. Yeah. I don't think it's like a major sport or anything like that, but if it was, that'd probably be something I'd be interested in pursuing. If anybody doesn't think it's a dangerous sport, it can be, because I got hit in the face with a ball so many times I chipped a tooth pretty bad one time,
Jesus.
and that kind of sucks. So it can be a real sport.
God. Well, that's cool. I always liked baseball and soccer,
Mm.
but that sounds, you know, if we're gonna try to get a little experimental here. Water polo isn't that experimental, to be honest. It's pretty popular.
I think I got into water polo because it reminded me a lot. You ever played Final Fantasy X?
Yeah, the blitz.
You remember Blitzball, so it kind of
Yeah.
reminded me of Blitzball in there. I'm like, okay, you're playing in the water, you're throwing a ball around trying to score. This is like
Hell
Blitzball
yeah.
from Final Fantasy X. Let's go.
I like that. That's cool. This girl is, I don't know. I don't know what she's trying to do. I think she was trying to seduce me, but it didn't work.
Don't let it, man.
I'm not attracted.
strong.
I'm not attracted to hoes.
Gotcha, man. We don't simp.
Yeah, we don't simp around here. Hello. Heavy petting. I'm confused. Oh, am I gonna get eaten by something? Oh, what the hell are these things? I don't know what they are, but they're dead. I feel like there's a lot of like, what's the word? Culture that I'm not understanding. Like Native American culture and all that.
Yeah.
Aztecs. It looks very, I don't know, do you know the difference between the Aztecs and the Mayans? Besides the fact that they're just two different cultures?
Not too much, other than the little stuff that nobody really cares about, just like worship for different gods and stuff like that, but I don't know the key aspect, the main differences between the Aztecs and the Mayans.
I kind of want to look that up now, because, I just thought about that. I wanted to say that, like, oh, the culture's very, Aztec, but then I was like, well, the Mayans, and then you have the Incas.
Right.
I mean, were they all very similar, I guess? Maybe that might insult people if I say that, but I don't know.
Might have to Google that later, because that's actually a very good question that I would like to. I would also like to specify more of the difference between a Mayan and an Aztec.
Yeah, I mean, you can say all of them are Native Americans, but I mean, you can say Northern Native Americans were a lot different than the Mayans,
Right.
the Incas, the Aztecs. Like,
Right.
the cultures are way different.
Right.
That's crazy, though. I don't know. I mean, I guess it's in a sense like saying like all white people are the same. Like, no, not even close. There's so many cultures.
Right.
The same thing with Hispanics. Like, you know, there's so many different cultures in Hispanics as well.
Oh yeah, a lot.
Holy shit. Oh.
That is a very cool looking. It's like a demon dog dragon thing.
What are those things they had? I know they explained a lot of the stuff in Coco. Oh shoot.
Mhm.
What are those things that they follow the it's like their pets or whatever? You know how
Was it like a familiar or something?
yeah, they're familiar. There we go. I think that's probably her familiar, the dragon thing.
Yeah.
That's crazy. God, I kind of want to like talk about like history and everything now that we're talking about Aztecs and stuff. But I'm terrible at history, dude. Like I gotta stop saying that. Look, I just haven't paid enough attention to history to really get into it.
Yeah.
But I would love to like understand all that stuff and like know about like timing and everything.
Well, here's a question for you regarding back to the fitness thing. What do you prefer? What do you personally hold to as more important to you, cardio or core strength building?
That's. I don't know. I kind of see like it's kind of like asking me about the 4 aspects of the body. Like, what do you think is more important? Mental, your physical, your emotional, or your spiritual?
Yeah, they're all important. Huh?
Yeah, they're all important. I would say the same thing with that. Like cardio and weightlifting. Like, I love doing both. Like, I run 2 miles every day now. I always love to exercise every day. Like, I always try to do a little bit of weightlifting, resistance training every day. So like.
Yeah, good answer. No, because at first I was gonna say something about saying, you know, I prefer cardio, but actually the more I think about it, the more I actually, when I go to the gym, I actually focus on everything. So I kind of like that answer, that whole everything, because you know I run a mile a day now. I never used to before. Now I can run a mile a day. I focus on a little bit of my core, building up my muscles, my back, my legs, everything. So that's actually a pretty good answer. That's way better than my answer would have been.
Oh, what would you? Oh, if you don't want to, it's okay.
Like I said, I was just gonna say, oh yeah, well, cardio is pretty good. I think I like cardio, but actually, no, I like your answer better.
Cause like I mean, I guess you could say if I had a favorite, it'd probably be cardio, cause I just love running. But like sometimes it depends on the shoes I'm wearing too. Cause sometimes I'm wearing some shoes, like I'm just like, oh, these don't feel good running in, and my legs just feel heavier wearing them. But at the end of the day, I mean, I wish I could run barefoot, but I'm too much of a chicken. It's too hot out there, man. I can't run with bare feet. I gotta train my feet. But yeah, then there's weight training and everything. Like I do both of them every day, but I always make sure to space them out because they definitely affect each other as well. I don't want to go running and then immediately start doing weightlifting. I was doing that for a while, and I was wondering why I wasn't getting as much progress when it comes to like building muscle and stuff. And it's because my glucose was just completely drained by the time I started actually doing the weightlifting, or vice versa. You know, I'm not doing good at cardio because I just used up all my glucose, you know, weightlifting and stuff like that, and I'm not eating enough. That's another thing too, is making sure I had a good meal right before or right after each of those things as well. And yeah. I don't know if you have checked him out yet, but there's a really good scientist. His name is Dr. Andrew Huberman. He does a lot of cool stuff on like on the body and the mind and how it like is how the systems work pretty much. Let's see. But yeah, I don't know if you have any other questions you want to talk about. Julian, you still there? I think we lost him. We got the goat jump, y'all. Okay, we got our goat jump. Yeah, I think we lost Julian. We're gonna have to wait for him to come back. Uh-oh. How's everyone in the chat doing right now? You guys doing great? You guys doing all right? We still got about an hour left. Oop, wrong way. Let me really quick figure out what's going on with him. I like this music though, it's pretty good. Macho Man may take hits from a demon bull, but how will he face his mama's chancla? How did you face your mama's chancla, huh? Did your mom ever use the chancla on you, D1? Don't lie to me, I'll ask her. Oh. Oh, that's what I'm supposed to do. Okay. No! Oh my. Oh my god. Oh my god. Wow, okay. Once? Dang. What did you do? Oh my lord. Never again. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. There we go. Isn't platforming awesome, guys? Alright, I think he messaged me back. Oh, his phone died. He's gonna join us right now. I got a few smacks on the butt when I was young, you know, and they used to pinch me on the knee. Actually, be something to talk about when he comes back. When he comes back. How you enjoying the game though? I know we've kind of been talking over almost everything, so I haven't really been focused on the story. But so far, what I was able to gather from, like, you know, reading it while listening and stuff, is just that we were some like farm boy that was helping with the church. And I guess we were really good friends with the president's daughter, El Presidente. And then she got kidnapped by a bunch of ghosty ghouls. Oh, there you are, Julian. Let me move you over.
Okay, I'm back in. Sorry about that.
No, it's all good. Let me move us in. All right. Sorry, the room is hidden because, like, I don't want. Oh, is it moving you back and forth? Julian, you there? I feel like moving him is messing with his audio. Robert's got a quick hand. You look around the room. Is it working? Julian? Is your audio working? Damn. Maybe I should have just left him there. Julian, is your audio working? Discord, I might have to retire you. You know, it's been quiet in the chat for a couple weeks now, huh? Have you noticed that? Usually we get a good amount of people and it's been pretty quiet. Maybe they just don't like the games we're playing. Well, that sucks because, alright, I'm playing the games that I picked. I'm not gonna change for them. I'm just wondering about that. People been pretty busy. Summer break already. I know there's a lot of graduation going on right now. So, it could be a lot of things. But we're almost done. We got, oh, we still got almost a whole hour left still. We might end it early if Julian's thing is not working. We got a really good conversation though, to be honest. I don't know what's going on with him. I have tomorrow off. Finally have another day off. So I'm going to enjoy that. I'm going to get a lot of stuff done. See if I can post some videos on YouTube. I have some videos I have planned to work on tomorrow. So a lot of stuff. But yeah, I don't know if he's coming back. We'll see right now. We'll just keep playing for a bit while we wait for him. Oh no, this is where we came from. Alright, we're back. Oh boy. I messed that up. He does it all late. T-post till he arrives, just sit there and... Sure. Okay, he's calling me. Give me a second. Hello.
Oh, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Are we on the chat right now, or is this a personal call?
It's a personal call, but it works too.
Okay.
Oh!
I couldn't get it to work the other time, so...
That's all good, man. Trying to figure out how this works.
And that goes into the habits. So I'm saying, get into habits. Mine has to be make sure my phone is always charged.
Yeah. So I'm trying to do a hard puzzle really quick. Wait, what? Ah, I don't even think I have to do this, y'all. And I fell. Okay. We're actually talking about getting hit by your family when you're doing bad things as a kid. Did you get hit a lot as a kid?
Oh, quite frequently. Again, yeah, like yeah. I mean, obviously, I did a lot to deserve that, but yeah, every once in a while, you get a good spank.
What was you have any stories?
Oh, one that's kind of funny. So, I guess this can go generally pretty much everybody. I don't know if it's just a Hispanic thing or not, but one time I forgot what I did. I know I did something to make my grandmother angry, but one time though I don't know what I did, but I obviously did something to get her mad from what I remember, because next thing I remembered was running out the door with her chasing me behind with a chunk.
Nope.
And I'm pretty sure this goes with pretty much every culture, but Hispanic though, my grandmother would try to reach for everything. She would chocolate.
Yep. Yeah, I used to. It wasn't that bad for me. I know it was more for my siblings that got hit a lot. I got hit. I would get hit a lot in the butt, but I kind of got used to that, so like it wouldn't really affect me as much anymore.
Right.
Oh shoot. I just find it interesting. I know my brother got hit with a hanger.
Oh yeah. Oh, you know, now that you mentioned that, and it's more like a PTSD. I just remembered I actually did get hit by a hanger once too.
Oh really?
PTSD coming right back. As soon as you said hanger, just popped up in my head.
Oh shoot. What just happened? Oh. But yeah, we still got about 40 minutes. I apparently ran out of questions already. I thought I had a lot of questions for you, but you, I mean, you gave us some good answers. You know, that's all on me. I should have had more questions. But if you have anything you want to talk about, let me know. I'm here to answer questions as well.
Right. Alright, give me a second. Let's see if I can try to find this.
I mean, we haven't seen each other in a while, so I mean, feel free to ask anything. I don't mind. I don't have anything to hide.
Right.
What the hell is that? Oh, right, you're not seeing the game anymore, but... Ooh. You ever seen the show Mucha Lucha?
Oh man, that was the show back in the day, right?
Yep. I was just thinking about that right now.
My favorite was like the flea, you know. Everybody loves the flea.
Oh yeah. I keep breaking this stuff. It's easy cheesy. Oh, you know what? There's another thing I saw earlier. There was a old lady giving me a quest to find her ingredients to make what was it? Enchilada. I was gonna ask, what's your favorite Mexican dish?
Oh, that's a good question. That's tough, because everything I like though has to be homemade. I can't eat out because it's just not the same experience for me. But I would have to say the enchilada is actually my favorite. I would have to say that's either between the enchilada or a tamale. I personally like to pour. This is my own thing though. I like to pour a little bit of tapatio on my enchilada. It just goes so good with the cheese in, and especially if you're having a chicken enchilada though, it's just so good.
Yeah.
But I might be speaking some travesty here when I say my least favorite, any type of a Mexican dish, whether it be a dessert or anything like that, would be horchata.
I used to love horchata, but you said that's the one you don't like?
Yeah, that, and I don't like the spice. What was it? What's that spice that they always put in the food? They always put out the cilantro. I do not like cilantro.
Really? That's interesting.
Yes, like I can't have it. Like sometimes my my family will like put it in their dishes. Like my grandmother will put it in sometimes in tacos, homemade chili, and I cannot eat. I cannot stand it.
Is it too strong for you?
I don't know if it's too strong. It's just a flavor I'm not really accustomed to. I never liked it in childhood, nor do I like it now as an adult. It's just, I guess you could say it might be strong. It's just the flavor doesn't really agree.
Oh wow. Okay.
And I know that's weird because that's like a key component to most, if not all, a lot of dishes for Hispanic.
I mean, it's not the most, it's not the thing that's regularly, what's the word? I hate to use the word weird because, it has a negative connotation to it, but yeah, it's weird, but it's, there's no problem with that.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, no negativity, take it. It's just, but I can't stand cilantro. I just can't. And I know it's a main staple, it's a key ingredient to most dishes. Or most Hispanic dishes is cilantro. Everybody's gotta add cilantro or something, whether it's in it or on top of it. It's pretty much added pretty much anything Hispanic wise.
Do you like sour cream?
Yeah, I'm okay with sour cream.
I hate sour cream.
Oh really?
Yeah, I hate the taste of it.
Yeah, no, I understand. Yeah, no, I'm rather feel with sour cream for me enchilada whenever I have it. It's alright.
Alright. I don't know what might be my favorite Mexican style dish. I mean, saying tacos would just be too easy.
Great.
Oh shoot. Probably be. Oh, what would it be? That was very interesting. D1, what's your favorite Mexican style dish? The churro. No, I'm just kidding. No. I do like enchiladas though. Oh shoot.
Yeah.
Okay, what am I supposed to do here? This is a lot of work.
I've also grown keen to I don't know if it's Mexican, but it was at a Mexican restaurant. It was called a surf and turf burrito. That was pretty good.
A surf and turf burrito?
Yeah,
so like
it
a
was
fish
kind of
burrito?
like yeah, but it had fish and shrimp in it too, along with a little bit of beef in there. But yeah, it was a surf and turf seafood burrito. It wasn't too bad. It was actually pretty good.
Huh.
Do you eat sushi at all?
Yes, I love sushi.
What would you'd say you'd be your favorite dish? Because mine, I love eel. I always have to order that every time. But if you do you have like a dish that you like for?
Yes, the crunchy tiger roll. Sorry, I love the crunchy tiger roll.
Gotcha.
I had, oh my god, I'm craving this again. I might go bug a friend to go over there right now. There's a teppanyaki like sushi place there's one that used to be by our school. Oh shit. There's one over by Redlands as well. Yo, Brandon, you want to go get some teppanyaki? Let's go. Shoot. They have this tempura fried green tea ice cream. And like, I'm sure it's not good for you at all, but it was so delicious. Oh my goodness. I wish I could have that again. Oh, was I not supposed to even do that? it's getting to that time of the day. I'm already tired, and I still gotta work out.
Right.
I gotta push through it.
Same. Same.
Okay, I don't know. I'm like going in circles, I guess, at this point. So, what type of video games do you like to play?
Let's see. After rebuilding a new PC, I did because my last one got stolen, and that held me back for a while. So I recently just built my brand new PC, and I have gotten to a few games. Like I just got back into Skyrim, and now that I have a new PC, I've begun modding it. Pretty fun delving back into Skyrim, or at least a modded version of Skyrim.
Dude, I can't. I never got into Skyrim. I want to, but I'm letting my freaking first time experience get to me. I guess I'm not really making a big deal out of it because I mean, it's just the game at the end of the day. But I guess I could say the same thing, you know, about wanting to play it as well. Like, hey, it's just a game. Play the game.
Right.
But I don't know. I guess I don't want to make the time to do it.
Right.
No, that's exactly what it is. I don't want to make time to do it. I don't really care to play it.
Understandable.
But
yeah, it is a pretty old game that just won't die though.
Oh, that's what it's called. Alebrije. That's what they call their little familiars.
Ah, Alebrije. Oh yeah, that's right. I remember that name now from watching Coco.
Yeah. That's her Alebrije. I apparently lost her Alebrije. That giant thing that we saw earlier.
Wow.
And she's pissed. Even though the thing just woke up and like ran out. In the Institute for the Digitally Insane, you need 3 friends. Just me, myself, and I. Okay. Well, we have Julian here, so we're gonna... Wow, she just called her Alebrije stupid. That's messed up. He's just trying to go and explore the world, man.
Right.
If you had an Alebrije, what would it be?
Oh. I would say, I don't know, I like cats and dogs. I would like to imagine that mine would be like a combination between the two.
So it'd be a mixture between what?
Between a cat and a dog. Like, hopefully it would have wings or something like that, but I would think that would be my attitude. Well, it'd be just like a medium size, or it could be giant. That wouldn't be too bad. One that looks like a cat and a dog. I would like that to be the case.
What determines if you get an Alebrije or not? I wonder. What are the history behind that?
I don't know. I'm not sure if it had something to do with just your personal, how your personality would choose the shape and form of it, or maybe a connection with an animal you have. I'm not entirely sure.
I mean, in Coco, not everybody had Alebrijes, so like, I was just wondering who determines you get one or not.
That's a good question.
Oh, relax, dude, relax. I play Dark Souls. I don't know how to beat video games.
That Dark Souls is punishing though.
It was all right. Oh, all this platforming. This month is gonna be a slog. Why did I decide to make a month of just platforming, Julian? What was I thinking?
I have no idea. Speaking of all throughout this month, man, it's gonna be a scorcher out today. So if anybody's not staying cool, you guys definitely need to drink a lot of water.
Oh yeah. It's crazy how I never thought about it, but like how like water helps you regulate your temperature. So not only is it good to drink a lot of water when you're really hot, but it's good to drink a lot of when you're really cold as well.
Right.
Because you need it to regulate your temperature. It helps you prevent from overheating and from freezing as well.
Right.
Uh-oh. I have to run. For my life.
I know you can't say anything right now. I'm just trying to hydrate myself.
I'm running away from an elevator.
Oh wow.
Open it. Thank you. Oh god. Well, that happened. So you said you're trying to hydrate right now?
Yeah, always gotta stay hydrated, you know. Like you said, it helps regulate the body temperature, and it is very hot today. I think it's like 102 or 101 degrees over here in the high desert.
Uh-huh.
So it's a very dry heat, so you always gotta make sure you stay hydrated. As soon as you let yourself get hydrated just a little bit, it's tough to recover from that.
Yup. Ooh! My bad. So what else has been on your mind this week, Julian?
Just same as it always been. Just focus on myself. Just building myself up brick by brick, piece by piece, making sure that I'm doing well both mentally and physically, and it just again going out there, making sure I'm getting done what I need to get done, and make the time to focus on working out and bettering myself. I guess that's like just the main goal I have, and everybody should also have, just bettering myself, just that 1% every day.
For sure.
Yeah, after this chat right now, I think I'm gonna do a little bit of laundry and then head out to the gym, just to get my workouts in.
Definitely. Let's go, man. That's what I want to hear.
Mm-hmm.
That's one big gato frito. That's the achievement I just unlocked, apparently. That was supposed to be a big cat? Jeez. Oh, wow. So you know that one girl with the crazy hair and everything?
Yes.
Because at the very end, I was running away from the big alebrije, and like it did a little whole Super Mario thing at the end where I grabbed the little axe and it fell into the lava and died. Like the bridge. And then I walk up to her and she goes, "Sorry, Luchadore, your princess is in another castle with my boyfriend," and she gets all pissed off. And now she's taking it out on me.
Like most women. I'm just kidding.
Right.
I apologize for that.
No, that's a generalization for sure. You know, I agree. But a lot of people do have really bad emotional regulation, so they take out those things on people that don't need to be.
Yes.
Yeah. I know I was like that before, for sure. You just let your emotions out, and people just gotta hear from you.
Right.
Alright, well, I think we might cut it out early today. I want to get some things done. Got a lot of errands to run to as well. Well, not really errands, just like personal stuff. What would you call personal stuff that's like errands, but at the same time, it's like things that you need to do for yourself?
Personal tasks, I would probably say.
Personal growth tasks?
Yeah, something like that.
Alright,
things you gotta do, just yeah.
Yeah, just the things you gotta do. Yeah, thanks Julian so much for joining me, man. If you ever want to come on again, let me know. Just give me a day. If you want, I'll put you in the group for Existential Gamers on the Discord here.
Sure.
And I'll just tag you on every Sunday. I tag everybody in the Existential Gamers group and say, hey, you want to join this week? Give me a day. You know, I'll schedule you, and we'll get some people in here.
Yeah, definitely. Sounds good. Yeah, this is pretty fun.
Yeah, and I might start doing like 2 people, so like you guys can have a conversation while I just focus on the game, because sometimes I feel bad where I'm like,
right.
I mean, I think I've been pulling it together pretty well, right? Like I didn't, I was still focusing on the conversation while also trying to play this game.
Right. No, that's a good idea. Have 2 people like talking about it. Yeah, that sounds good.
But yeah, I just want to tackle this concept. Maybe we can get a little bit more existential. We did some pretty cool stuff today. I really like that. I really love the path that you're going to, man. Like it's inspiring and it's amazing. Like I'm glad there's another person out there like living that life. Like, you know, hey, I gotta take care of me. I gotta focus on you know, my body, my mind, my emotion, and my character. You know, all that's very important. And I'm glad you're doing that, dude. It makes me happy to
Thanks.
see another person doing that.
Thanks.
But
Yep.
I don't know if you have anything else to say before we go. But yeah, just want to
Yeah,
thank
no,
you.
yeah, no problem. This was very fun. I love that we were able to cover some topics. I love that I gave my my take on it, and this is very fun.
All right. Well, guys, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys tomorrow. We'll be doing another episode of this. All right, y'all. Take care. Have a good one, and thanks again, Julian. You have a great night.
No problem. You too. Thanks, man.
Bye, guys.